Let's go back to why were we talking about the way people eat steak yesterday? And that's not that important, but I'm always curious.
Because there were some people out there liked it well done, and they were afraid of the pinkness of the medium rare or the rare.
But how did it come up?
Right, why'd we bring it up?
I can go back to my notes and find out. Hold on.
Survey?
Yeah, I think it was just in general how people eat their steaks. Do they just stab the fork into it and like bite all around it, or is it more like a liquefying process? Like, what is your process of eating a steak?
I just don't remember. I know it's not important, but eventually we got onto the fact that the majority of Americans don't even order their steak correct, and I didn't have all the surveys in front of me, but it was something like we just started talking about how people eat their red meat. Not important. That's okay. Two things we have to go back. As I mentioned towards the end of yesterday's show, didn't need the half dozen emails or so wondering why I wasn't clarifying that it's not actually blood that comes out of the steak
Like this
when you cut into it, because I know it's not blood. We do a radio show where we like to talk in familiar ways and in relatable ways, and most people don't know what myoglobin is, nor do they care. We just call them bloody steaks.
Yeah, doesn't all the blood drained out of the cow and they hang it upside down before they butcher it?
Yes, the truth is that all of the blood is taken out of meat during processing long before it gets to your plate. Instead, what you're looking at is a combination of water, which makes up about 75% of meat, and a protein found in muscle tissues called myoglobin. It's not blood. It transports oxygen through muscle, but just like hemoglobin, myoglobin turns red when it's exposed to oxygen. So that's the, quote, blood that you're eating. So as we just go back over this really quickly so that I can do all of my vetting and went back and found the surveys and everything, we're going to call it blood, but we know there's not blood. It's myoglobin.
Well, and also, people who don't like their steaks cooked or don't like their steaks rare, are they really like, oh, I don't like all the hemoglobin on it. I just, it's the hemoglobin.
Yeah,
Like, it's not commonplace.
Well, like, remember we got an email yesterday too from a woman, because it was very self-aware. She said she said something disgusts me about when my husband cuts into a steak and the blood comes rushing out. Is that going to change if I tell her it's myoglobin?
No, we should just change myoglobin to meat juice or muscle juice.
Right. I mean, that sounds as bad, right, as blood.
And it wouldn't matter what we renamed it. If someone thinks that, even if you know and you truly believe, okay, yeah, it's not blood. If you visually think it's blood, your mind plays games with you.
Right.
You can look at it and go, okay, well, I know it's not, but visually that's what it looks like, and it's grossing me out. So, because I know people will get all butthurt about it, about calling it that, because you might turn off meat eater. No, a meat eater's a meat eater. They're not going to care. Somebody who's not a meat eater, you're just not going to change their mind on it based on that.
Not only that, it's not our job to care about whether or not we're propping up big meat.
Yeah.
We're not here to prop up anybody. Eat what you want. Yeah. Anyways, just to go back, because I know we now more than ever, right, with COVID, we all think that the way we think and the way that our friends think is how everybody thinks. If I hear one more idiot on Fox News say that everybody's tired of being afraid of the virus and they want to go back to life, I'm going to scream, because that's not true.
No, I wish it was.
At least half of the country doesn't want to do that. I'm glad you're living that way. I'm living that way. We're living that way around here, but that's not true. So we all think you hear me say something like, Rob, that's not true. Most people, everybody I know gets their steak rare.
You hang out with like-minded people,
but that's everybody.
Moron.
But that's everybody. That's who everybody is. So just a couple of quick references. Back in 2018, according to data collected from 491 different American steakhouses, and actually what happened was the website, is it 583, 582, whatever that guy's name is, escapes me. It was a 2-year project that he commissioned almost 500 American steakhouses to keep track of this. And data collected from the 491 American steakhouses from across the country showed that the most common way to order a steak in America is medium. That's 38%.
Not bad.
The next most popular order is medium well at 26%.
That's terrible.
12% of customers ordered their beef well done. And the way you process that is the way that Esquire magazine's Sarah Rentz wrote, 80% of Americans order their steak wrong. Because she says, and she's right, anything but medium rare or under is a disgrace.
Yeah.
And when you add up all of those numbers, 77% of Americans are doing medium or more well done, which which is 3/4 of all Americans don't know how to eat steak.
Are they defining which steaks they're ordering? Because you could be a sirloin and probably get it well done, and that could probably just be a trashy person. Or you could get a ribeye and be a badass and order it medium rare.
Well, these are just from all Steakhouse orders.
Gotcha.
This isn't a survey. These are all Steakhouse orders over 2 years at 500 steakhouses.
So we're just going with the temperature. We're not going with the specific steaks.
Right. And I mean, it doesn't matter to me. No matter what cut of steak I order, medium rare is as high as I'll go.
Same.
And I'm not even sure why I'd go. I mean, it depends on the restaurant if I know it. Medium rare or rare.
Well, first of all, something caught my ear. Did they owe something to that one restaurant? I'm always fascinated with the uneven numbers. It's $4.91. It was $4.90, but we owe Joe's, steakhouse down the street a solid.
Or they just couldn't get the 492nd one. They kept asking and asking.
Exactly. But so here's where I'm maybe a little weird or hypocrite or whatever, but I don't care. So hamburgers, I don't think I get a medium rare, but I don't want them done either. Like, I want some pink. I do want to see pink, but I don't want, all my other
Love to see
meats,
the pink.
I'm medium rare. But there's something with hamburgers, I won't say medium rare, but I don't know what it is.
Well, I mean, first of all, that's not hypocritical. That's just what you like. Second of all, these are specifically steak orders.
Okay.
I like my hamburgers mooing as well. I mean, I mean almost borderline blue in the middle.
Have you guys had tri-tip burgers where you got tri-tip and ground it up at the butcher shop and then made hamburgers into it?
What?
Yeah, medium rare tri-tip burgers are fire.
That would be good.
This will surprise no one. I actually just make it myself at home. I got a meat grinder.
You have a meat grinder?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I have to go to the butcher now.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
we need to get a meat grinder.
And okay, just quick unpaid non-endorsement thing. I have tried two. I had a friend who used to own a meat shop who loaned me one, and it was sort of this big industrial grinder thing.
Yeah.
No?
Really? It sucked?
The best one I've used is the one I use now. It's the stupid attachment on the KitchenAid.
Oh,
yeah.
I think I was asked that.
80
Seriously?
bucks.
My
Like 80
mom
bucks.
has one. I should go use it.
It works beautifully as long as you clean it and you take care of it after every use.
Nice.
Wow.
Just on the note of the hamburger thing, I'm realizing that I'm kind of ignorant about hamburger orders because okay, you know what? Possibly it's because most of the time when I order a hamburger, it's somewhere where you don't get out of your car, like you're in the drive-thru the whole time.
Yeah.
And I don't get hamburgers out at restaurants because I don't like to eat them in front of people. I just feel wrong. But I didn't know that you ordered your burgers at different levels of rare, medium rare, and such.
If they'll allow you. There's a lot of chain restaurants, which would be like family dining, where they won't even allow you. They're like, their minimum is for corporate reasons,
yeah.
medium or more. Some don't even ask. Some just order at me. But when you start to get to like burger specialty places or nicer restaurants, then they will ask you.
I know they don't sponsor, but Fuddruckers, are they still around? Still a thing? 'Cause when you order their burger, that's the first thing they asked you.
Yeah.
I don't. But see,
man.
that's all they did, right? Was burgers, and I don't know if they're still around.
So you're referring, like, in chain restaurants that might be weird about it, you mean places like Maroon Bird, right?
Red Robin.
Yeah, okay, we can say, okay, gotcha. I've been trying to do better. I'm the one who's always dropping the names.
Yeah, no, I know it's a very confusing thing about when we do or don't want to mention places. But last time I was at Red Robin, I'm trying to remember if they asked to what level I would want it cooked.
I do frequent that Maroon Bird place, and they do only give you two options: some pink or less pink.
That's good.
And maybe three. I think they say well done.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, hey, look, at least they're giving me some pink.
I didn't even know there were options. I've always got them served at the Maroon Bird as well, just regular. But I don't know. Would it be weird if you went to like a fast food joint and asked for it medium rare? You think they'd do it for you?
I don't think they would, but I don't know. I've never tried. And so, Queenie, then you go a step up from Maroon Bird and you go to like a Ruth's Chris or better. If you order burgers there or at any steakhouse, then you can go as low as rare and get really specific.
Okay. I wish I could remember who it is, but this has always been on DoorDash, and it's a burger joint, and you get it faster, but it's not a drive-through. I know that much about it. God, I wish I could. But they go all the way. They actually go all the way to medium rare on your choices, not rare. And I was so surprised by that. Like every time it gives that option,
is it a local place? Is it a family place or anything like that? Because those are the places that'll do it all the time. Or if you're if you're like Ruth's Chris and what you do is beef, it's like, well, we have to offer this.
I think it is. Yeah.
By the way, the last thing on this is that this goes right to the heart of what I always talk about when you talk about surveys, where people lie in surveys. That's why you have to use have to use data from steakhouses. This is what they're actually ordering. Because the thing is that Americans know that they're wrong for the way they order their steak. None of the self-reported numbers in surveys over the last 5 years lined up with the hard data presented by almost 500 steakhouses,
course.
which indicates people are too embarrassed to share what they actually order in
You
restaurants.
should be.
Yes.
You should be embarrassed if you're ordering a steak of any kind and medium.
And at least,
Or more.
the people that emailed yesterday, at least they were self-aware or they had decent reasons.
Yeah.
You know, they were scarred or they admit I'm a drama queen or whatever.